And so I didn't realize that I just kept my head down this year. In the past year, started working, and it was so much fun to do this because I got to reunite with Freddie because we had worked together 23 years ago. And in Head Over Heels. Yeah. That was the name of the movie. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. It almost feels like it did when I was starting out in the 90s. It's a weird feeling because Hollywood has changed so much. Everything has changed so much. But I'm so excited to be with you, talking to you, because I was just in Ireland with my whole family. And because my mom's from everywhere there. So to be talking with you, it's kind of surreal in a great way, you know?
Thank you.
So thank you for having me. And I missed the accents. I missed the people. The people are so humble. I felt like I was home in Ireland. And the fact that I get to talk to you and do this is really cool.
Monica, you mentioned how the business has changed, and obviously, I remember that iconic film "Along Came the Spider" with Morgan Freeman in 2001, and that was almost like a murder mystery in one sort of sense. And there we go along now. We're talking the best part of maybe 23 years later, and we have another sort of murder mystery, and that was sort of suspense. It kept you on the edge of your seat. Along Came a Spider. You were trying to who did it, where is it going, and we got the same sort of concept or premise in The Girl in the Pool. We have this house, this sort of location, and we've all these guests, and we're sort of wondering how we can put all the jigsaw, all the pieces of the puzzle together.
I do. They kind of pick me. And sometimes I don't even read the script. If I like the people in it and I have a good feeling about it, I'll say yes. And so I said yes for this one. And it's really funny how it kind of aligns with other things I've done, like Saw and a lot of scary movies, actually. And I like to laugh. I don't watch anything I do, but 23 years later, it's like a full circle, coming full circle, but starting a new life, kind of,
Mm.
and personal and professional. So it's wonderful.
And Monica, you said about this project and a sort of appeal to you in terms of the cast, and we mentioned Freddie and your connection as well. But was Kevin Pollack a big key factor as well for you in terms of signing on?
Um, I think, yeah, I mean, yes, I couldn't keep it together when I was with him because Freddie's very serious because he has to, carry the film. And Tyler Lawrence Gray is also in the film. I wanted to say that.
Yeah.
He plays my son. He's fantastic. Um, and being with Kevin, Kevin and I, Freddie had no chance at all because Kevin had worked with Freddie before and I'd worked with Freddie before at Head Over Heels. And so, um, and we're both very, comical, but people don't think that because they always do serious stuff. But Freddie's like, damn it. But we straightened up a little bit and like did the right thing by him because I was crying with laughter at the smallest thing, like when he would just go, and he's so funny and he's so kind. That was the other thing too. If you're not kind, I don't want to work with you. Life's too short. If you're not a kind person and if you don't have a soul, which is kind of like an oxymoron for Hollywood, but there are good people here.
Yeah. And is it sort of good when you get to see an actor sort of sweat it out in terms of
Oh,
set and sort of play that sort of nervous sort of wreck and where everyone's eyes are on him, and then it's sort of he can sort of point all the fingers in terms of accusation, and he obviously has to stay in that character mode because when the sort of breaks shut, he can't really switch off and go back into it again. He has to sort of stay in that sort of premise, but ye can always almost sort of enjoy it, I say, a bit more.
yeah. And that's Freddie a lot. Like he stays in character. It's very intense where I'm the complete opposite. I could be being, myself on set, and then they'll say rolling, and I just go in and I kind of like don't remember. I'll like black out, but not from drinking. Uh, I'll have a pint in Ireland. Oh, that beer is really good, by the way. I forgot the
Guinness, is
name.
it?
I like Guinness. That's like a meal, but it's like an orange beer or there's an orange in it.
Cider or ale?
Yeah,
Cider. Yeah.
it's so good. It's cider.
Yeah.
It's that. Oh, I want to go home. I want to go home to Ireland. But what were you saying? Oh, wait, you were saying, all I can think about is Ireland.
I was saying about Freddie having to stay in
Oh, yeah.
character, even when the cameras aren't sort of rolling, and
Yeah,
he
that's
sort of can switch in
exhausting.
and out.
That's exhausting. I can't do that. I'm like doing fart jokes and you know, I'm not very proper.
And Monica, in terms of the shoot of the film, were we talking a week, two? Oh, what am I saying? A week? Were we talking maybe 4 to 5 weeks in terms of total wrap up from start to finish?
Yes. And that's kind of crazy because a lot of the films nowadays, um, and hopefully it'll go back to like what it was, right? Because it's so it's so compacted, it's so dense because you're filming so quickly. I like the pace, but the good part is we were only in one location at one house, and it was a lot to do, but my character was a lot lighter than Freddie's. So I did it because I love Freddie and I wanted to support him. And I'm so glad that I did because it was just, I asked my kids and they said, and I didn't read the script. They just said, just do it. Just go. And I said, okay, I did. And it was so fun.
And Monica, you really strike me as a family person. As being a family person, is it more appealing? Is it more interesting for you to get in projects like movies where there may be 4 to 5 weeks sort of shoot, rather than being in a series where we're talking 6 months, maybe 18 episodes per season, and then getting renewed for another sort of season? And I know it's a guaranteed paycheck, a guaranteed sort of work over a long period of time, but in terms of having a family, in terms of spending time with your family, is that something that maybe movies sort of gives you that bit of freedom where you have that time in between movies where a series you probably wouldn't have?
Um, it's actually, I guess it doesn't matter because they've just grown up doing this. So like I had Danny, my oldest son, he's now 33. He, I had him when I was 19, but my kids grew up with me in the business, starting from when I lived in Chicago and then Miami and then moving out to LA and just, you know, we grew up very humble and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. My dad's an inventor. My mom likes to clean and she's Irish. We're very we like to work too. So I love working regardless whether or not it's here on a series or wherever. Films are a lot of fun because you do them quickly and I love the pace, but series like Parenthood or whatever, I don't know, I've done more series than that, but I forget. I go to work and I come home and I just forget about what I've done. Not in a bad way, but just in a way where it's a job and it's a great job and it's super fun. It's challenging sometimes, but I mean, when people talk about their character and getting prepared, I didn't go to acting school because we were poor. So I would watch people in the mall when my mom would clean and I would just learn I watched how they were and how they felt. And um, that's pretty much it. And I love so much more than just doing films and working as an actress. I love producing, I love production. And when I was in Ireland, I thought there needs to be more filming done here, you know? Um, especially where did Hannah have her wedding? I can't think of the name of the place we stayed. Um, it was can you look?
Adair, Glen Eagles,
Adair. Wait,
Adair, Adair, County Limerick.
what's the name of the hotel there? Claire was running everything.
Dromoland Castle,
Nope,
the Adair Manor, Adair Manor,
nope,
Bunratty Castle Hotel,
small, think smaller.
Bunratty, Adair, Clayton
Mm-mm.
Hotel, Limerick City, Killarney Eagles.
Mm-mm. Oh, gosh, no, I have to say thank you to them because I stayed there and then I stayed at a bigger place also, which was on the water. And I was in so many different counties, seeing so many different parts of our family. I didn't even know we had family all over in every county. So
Yeah.
now that I'm there,
Could be
I
in the
just-
Radisson. Was it one of the Radissons? No.
no, no, it was, gosh, I get confused between the counties
Mm.
and, yeah. Like I had my friend Barry drive me, well, anyway, that's a whole other story. I like him a lot.
We
Uh,
have 2 more minutes before her next.
Oh, we can keep.
Perfect. Monica, sort of just before we sort of finish up, projects in the works the remainder of 2024. I hear you're sort of busy. You were shooting.
Yes, I done about 5 films in the past year. That's the part that's a little tricky because you do a lot more work, but you get paid way less because they're figuring out how to do this machine, the powers that be, but hopefully that'll change a little bit and give people their fair, like the workers on set and all of that. I love producing. So I have another movie coming out next week, August 10th, Carrie. And what is it called?
Running on empty.
Running on Empty. They changed the title, so. And then I did a couple of short movies, short films called Bark, Parachute, and then a longer, Jump. Listen to the names of these. And I would like to go back to work on a series, but something like Parenthood, where I'm based here and then do films in between. I'm a bit of a workaholic, but I love it.